With the NBA Cup creating a unique schedule and rotations shifting on a daily basis, now is the perfect time for fantasy managers to reassess player value and explore trade opportunities. Staying ahead means keeping a close eye on injury reports, lineup changes, and how those shifts impact fantasy basketball rankings. Identifying buy low and sell high opportunities can make the difference between winning and losing down the stretch. Coby White of the Chicago Bulls is a classic buy low candidate. He has been limited to just 7 games this season due to injuries, often on a minutes restriction that hasn't allowed him to play more than 29 minutes in his last 3 outings. When on the floor, White has still provided solid fantasy production, averaging over 20 points, 5 assists, and more than 2 3-pointers per game. His 3-point percentage has been unusually low, sitting at just over 30%, which means there's room for improvement. As his health returns and his minutes increase, White is poised to provide the kind of fantasy impact he delivered in previous seasons. Donovan Clingan of the Portland Trail Blazers also represents a buy low opportunity. Despite missing games with a leg contusion and illness, he has been solid this season, averaging double-digit points and rebounds while logging more minutes than last year. Clingan has had some quiet games recently, but his underlying production suggests he is due for a rebound, making this a rare chance to acquire a productive player at a discounted value. On the other side, Jimmy Butler of the Golden State Warriors is a sell-high candidate. He's enjoying an extremely efficient season, shooting over 50% from the field and more than 46% from three-point range. While impressive, Butler is unlikely to sustain these numbers and has a history of missing games due to injury. His current value is likely near its peak, making him a strong candidate to trade for long-term benefit. Jusuf Nurkić of the Utah Jazz is another player to consider selling. With Walker Kessler out for the season, Nurkić stepped into the starting lineup and posted solid numbers, averaging nearly 10 rebounds and contributing across multiple categories. However, the Jazz are not contending and could move veterans or adjust minutes as they look toward the future. Nurkić could lose relevance in fantasy if his role changes, making now an ideal time to see what other managers might offer for him. By evaluating these buy low and sell high opportunities, fantasy managers can position themselves to maximize production, capitalize on player volatility, and strengthen their rosters for the weeks ahead. Staying proactive and anticipating changes is key to gaining an edge in fantasy basketball during this unique NBA Cup period.